guys, welcome back. It's Orlando Santiago, and thank you for joining us for the second week of the Ask Orlando show, which is basically talking about topics and questions and answering questions that have been addressed on the Ask Orlando Live segment. So thank you again, and let's get started. This week we're going to be focusing on two particular questions that I think are super important and super never addressed, meaning people don't know the answer to it no matter what you say, no matter what the answer really is. So I've been asked this question several times, and the question was from, I believe, from Mary Martinez. Should we have a personal versus a business social media account? And for me, the answer is yes. You have to separate the two. You have to separate your lives at some point. And not only that, there are employers that actually go through your social media to see who you really are prior to hiring you. Now, I don't know if that's legal or not, but I know certain employers actually really do that. They go through and see who you are and if you're worth hiring based on all the content that you put on there. So if you're like smoking weed or doing a bunch of things on there, that's not the thing that you want to put. So you have to separate your lives and maybe make your personal a bit more private, right? And then your professional career has to be, a little bit more public if you are a makeup artist trying to make money by promoting your work. So for example, if you have your Facebook, you should have a Facebook personal and a Facebook fan page or like page, places where you can put your work. Same thing with IG. You should have a personal, right, where you can block people who you don't want to see whatever content you put on there, right? And then you should have a professional, which is open to the public. All you do is promote your work, you show your images, whether you're a hairstylist or makeup artist. All these images go on there, and nothing but those images of your professional life go on that particular social media account, right? Separating the two. Same thing with, anything else. Snapchat is kind of, you don't want to have two accounts, but you just have to be careful that if you cannot afford to have two accounts in that particular instance, then you want to make sure that the content, just know who your viewers are and be a little bit more discretionary, okay? If I'm looking for you, I want to make sure that I can find the right person for the right reason. If I'm looking for somebody who does bridal makeup artists to hire my wedding, I don't want to run into your personal page with you out the night before, partying, going crazy, right? This is something that I just want to find your professional page for whatever it is that I'm looking for, and I want to see your work so I can book you or I can hire you for my event. All right, so, and that was a great question. I think that's super important. Again, split your social media accounts into two different personalities, one personal and one business. I think it's very important, and you'll see a lot more, you'll see a lot of results from that. Okay, and the second one was from Genevieve Genevieve S. Let's just say that. How about that? I don't want to butcher your last name. The question was, how do you assist, or what does assisting really mean to you? For me, it's called the art of assisting. I think it's a lost art. I think most makeup artists nowadays, because of the social media platform, they feel as though they don't have to assist or assist any makeup artist who has more experience or who has more credentials than them. I think, when I got started and I was 28, I was 30, I was 32, right, assisting years ago. So I was at the point in my early 20s to mid 20s, I had to assist makeup artists. What did assisting mean? Assisting to get the job done. So it wasn't necessarily only doing makeup, it was actually assisting the key makeup artist or the person that I'm there to help get the job done. That meant if I had to get them coffee, then I would get them coffee, because perhaps maybe they can't get their day started until they have their coffee. If that meant cleaning brushes, then I would clean brushes, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be there to study them, to adopt and pick their brains and basically watch what has made them successful. So any little tidbit, anything I had to do, I did it. And that's actually what got me to where I am today. And you ask any successful makeup artist, who knows the value of assisting. They treat their makeup artist, or any makeup artist who is at a level where they now have assistants after having assisted, you'll notice that they don't treat their assistants badly. Why? Because perhaps we were treated badly and we don't feel it necessary to have to treat our assistants badly. You understand? So there's a lot that goes into assisting. It simply means assisting to get the job done, not assisting to only apply makeup. So if you're not applying makeup, if you're not applying the prep or the foundation or anything for the artist, don't be upset, because you're still assisting them in getting the job done, right? And the more you work, the more you're around that particular artist, the more you learn from them and you become, an extension of that artist. Whereas if they can no longer, if they get double booked, if they cannot take on that client, who do you think they're going to recommend? Someone like yourself, trustworthy, right? And it doesn't mean that you have to be a clone of the person that you assist, but you can adopt the favorite techniques. You can adopt perhaps, the more you assist, the more you can adopt the different techniques from different artists. For example, I assisted Billy B on a cover of Rolling Stones magazine at one time, and I was just in love with the way, even though I was an established makeup artist, I still was there to support Billy, and it was all about Billy doing makeup, and I was there to assist, and I really wanted to watch how he did it, and that later on transpired into us working together on several different shoots for Lady Gaga, things that he brought myself, he brought a bunch of other artists on board because he already knew and trusted our work ethic, right? So when I was assisting Billy on the cover of Rolling Stones, then I was basically just handing him, lipsticks, and watching the way he applied the lipsticks, and just the technique alone was amazing to watch somebody of that caliber apply lips in a slightly different, ordinary manner. It was amazing. So once again, I think the art of assisting is not just doing makeup and helping the person do makeup. It can be that, and usually it does mean that. However, assisting can mean anything else. Coffee, cleaning brushes, carrying certain luggages, right? Assisting the person in structuring. It could be in design. It could be in so many different ways. I know social media has tainted a lot of newcomers, and they think because they have a bajillion followers that I no longer have to assist a great makeup artist, and that is no longer true. That's not true. That's just the easy way and the new way of doing things, but I still don't agree with it. I think that when you assist someone, you learn so much more, and it's much more beneficial to your career, right? So thank you guys for tuning in for the second week of Ask Orlando Show, and I hope I answered some of your questions. Please continue to like, comment, and share, and pass these videos along to another current makeup artist that may need to hear this information. So I look forward to seeing you again, and we'll talk soon. Take care. Just kidding, we forgot products of the day. Here we go. And one of my faves are, I love it, Elevation Lashes by Danessa Myricks. If you haven't tried these lashes, they're amazing. So these lashes, she has, honestly, I think over 20 of different styles. The high quality of, as you know, Danessa Myricks is my makeup sister. I love you, Danessa. And she's been in Japan, and she's been able to study the lashes that are the most amazing lashes and the quality. So I love that she's created this brand. I think it's important that you check it out. So Danessa, thank you very much for these, and all my clients love them. So thank you very much for this amazing product. All right. And my last and final must-have eyeshadows. I'm not going to turn it all the way, but must-have eyeshadows are phenomenal. If you haven't used this, Must-Have is a Korean brand. If you're not familiar with the brand of Must-Have, it's fantastic because the quality of the shadows, everything as far as the whole line is amazing, but the shadows are like creamy. It's kind of like a gel based. It feels creamy and gel at the same time. It goes on easy, no primer needed. The range, I have a palette that was made just for us that's actually coming out eventually here, but if you need singles, they have them. You have to play with the quality of this eyeshadow. You would not regret it. So thank you again, Must-Have. The brand is fantastic, and I'm excited to carry this line at my the makeup store, the Pro Makeup Academy here. All right, thank you very much, and I look forward to talking to you soon.